Ooh, that thing get me hype, boy. That thing get me hype every time, boy. That big meech. That big meech. What's good, y'all? Sixth Element of Hip Hop. I'm your host, Reno Noir. And we got a good show as always. Excuse me while I twist this. But yeah, man, we got a great show. We got some things to talk about. Y'all know Beetlejuice. No, he ain't pop up. But I'm digging the title too. Beetlejuice. What up? We in the building. Salute, Corey. Yeah, man. They got a new poster out for the movie and shit. Beetlejuice Part 2. And I just thought they were calling it Beetlejuice 2. But I think the title, if you ask me, is a hint that we're gonna get a third one. I think there's a trilogy afoot. Because of the title. I'm gonna explain that here in a second. Thought Stu Dog was popping in. I know today is Stu Dog's wife's birthday. So happy birthday, wifey. Stu's wifey. And all of that. So they probably celebrating. But yeah, man, Raw Talk on the way. Come on in. But yeah, man, Beetlejuice, right? So the title is Beetlejuice. Here's the new poster. And I dig it. Because the movie was dope. Beetlejuice was crazy. Everybody, was a little kid when that shit came out, and it was hype. It was cool. But the new movie, if you remember in the movie, right? Sorry, I had to do that. The title of the movie, Beetlejuice, right? What does that mean? Why is it Beetlejuice? Well, I have a theory. In the movie Beetlejuice, there's lore that states that when you say Beetlejuice's name 3 times, he manifests. He pops up out of the little town that he was like banished to. The little model town, little train set town that they have built in the attic, where Beetlejuice is banished to, living inside of a little shrunken down version of him. And when you say his name 3 times, he manifests into the real world and can do all kinds of havoc and bullshit, and just basically have like cartoon powers. He's like a Looney Tunes character. He could do whatever he wants. But the title being Beetlejuice, think about it. The first movie was called Beetlejuice. Second movie is Beetlejuice. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm reading into it, but I think that means we're going to get a trilogy or a third movie, Beetlejuice, right? Because that's saying the names 3 times. That's the significance there. So I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching, but I think it's a dead on clue. But yeah, the little caption there, it says, "You've waited an eternity for this," and you clearly and you can see them sitting in the waiting room. That's them in the waiting room, if you remember from the movie where Beetlejuice and they had to go basically wait to speak to the afterlife specialist, the afterlife agent. And they sat in the waiting room, and there you can see, like, I remember that dude there with the gold suit and the blue skin. Somebody over on the right looks like they're holding a head in a bag or something. Or no, it looks like, they're inside of like a box with chains around it, maybe like a Houdini guy on his left, your right, and then on his right, your left, the gold suit guy. But yeah, he's chilling in the waiting room, and there it says, "You've waited an eternity for this, because it has been like 36 years or something ridiculous. But it is the era of the reboot, the rehash, the whatever you have it, the nostalgia. That's what I'm looking for. Master Lee, shout outs to you. Shout outs to all the Beetlejuice fans. When the head gets small is the best part. Yeah, when he the head shrinker, the witch doctor dude, pulls out some pookie dust and sprinkles it on his head and shrinks his head like a head shrinker. But yeah, man. The sequel is coming, and I do think that the sequel title foreshadows a third movie. There's been a little teaser trailer. We'll check that out. I haven't even seen it. It came out like 2 months ago. Like I haven't seen it. I wasn't even like thinking about Beetlejuice until I saw this new poster. Because the new poster is the first time I saw the title. And I'm like, oh shit, Beetlejuice. Immediately I'm like, okay. You got why are you saying it twice? And I'm like, why didn't they do it 3 times? Because that's the whole thing. It's Beetlejuice. So why isn't it there 3 times? And I said, oh, it's the second movie. It's Beetlejuice. First one was Beetlejuice. Third one's going to be Beetlejuice. Listen, this has not been said anywhere. You'll not see any videos on this. No YouTubers have talked about it. This is not like common knowledge or anything like that. This is just Reno 6 element, crazy ass theory. Yeah. But yeah, Warner Brothers announced that the new Beetlejuice trailer will put some life in your afterlife this Thursday. So coming out tomorrow, May 23rd. The studio also unveiled the first one-sheet teaser poster for the long-awaited sequel, which you see, obviously, Michael Keaton's ghost with the most still in the Netherworld's waiting room. 36 years later, he's still. That's the idea. It's been 36 years. He's still waiting, right? Hilarious. Warner's will summon Beetlejuice into theaters on September 6th this year. So, directed by Tim Burton, of course. The Beetlejuice sequel will have Keaton reprise his role as the bio-exorcist Beetlejuice, because his name is Beetlejuice, right? But it's Betelgeuse, right? Betelgeuse, right? Beetlejuice. But it's a funky spelling of the way to say Beetlejuice, maybe phonetically. And then he's got Winona Ryder. She's back. I love how when you look at the like, what do you call it, taglines or whatever, it has Winona Ryder and then it has like parentheses, Stranger Things. Like that's what she's known for. Catherine O'Hara is back. Played the mom. Jenna Ortega. Justin Theroux, who you may know from The Leftovers. He was in something else recently. What was he in just now? It was something actually really good. Anyways, it'll come to me. Monica Bellucci, Arthur Conti, Willem Dafoe are among the cast members. But yeah, after this unexpected family tragedy, you have 3 generations of the Dietz nuts. The Dietz family return home to Winter River. Still haunted, of course, by Beetlejuice. Lydia's life is turned upside down when a rebellious teenage daughter, Astrid, because obviously Winona Ryder is a mom now, of course, and her teenage daughter, Astrid, who's played by Jenna Ortega. So yeah, Jenna, Jenna Ortega. You can look her up. Discovers a mysterious model of the town in the attic where where they first found Beetlejuice, and the portal to the afterlife is accidentally opened. And with trouble brewing in both realms, it's only a matter of time until someone says Beetlejuice's name 3 times, right? I mean, it's bound to fucking happen. And then of course the demon will return and unleash his super crazy brand of Looney Tunes mayhem. And Tim Burton said, if you're wondering like why now, like we all are, Tim Burton said, unless it felt right, he had no burning desire to do it. And I think we all felt the same way. It only made sense if it had an emotional hook. Who's he talking about, though? It's just a quote. It just says, unless it felt right, he had no burning desire to do it. Is he talking about Keaton? I think he's talking about Keaton because Michael Keaton famously has said about Batman and everything else, if Burton's not doing it, I'm not doing it. That's why when we got Val Kilmer and George Clooney, because Burton or Keaton was like, no, if Burton's not doing it, I'm not doing it. That's what made the movie what it was, and he was fucking right, dude. Because every movie in that franchise was trash after Burton left. So he said I so identified with the Lydia character, but then you get to all these years later and you take your own journey from going from cool teenager to lame ass adult and back and forth again. Burton said, and that made it emotional, gave it foundation. So that was the thing that really got me into it. I think what really got him into it is he knew that there's a fucking market for it right now. Like, let's keep it a buck, Tim. There's a market for nostalgia. So anything like this, big hits, unfortunately, are getting done again. And it usually sucks. And even a sequel, even though it's not a reboot, it's 36 years later, it's a fucking right. It's a nostalgia grab. But it can still be good. It can also be crap. But we'll see. But Tim Burton directing from a screenplay by Alfred Goh and Miles Millar, and a story by Gog and Millar and Seth Graham Smith, Lego Batman movie, based on characters created by Michael McDowell and Larry Wilson in the 1988 original Beetlejuice. Will be back. Will be in theaters September 6th. Let's look at that trailer because I haven't seen it. It came out a couple months. It came out like March. I don't know much, what it contains. If it's any good, if it has any great footage or whatever, I'm not sure. Let's see. I wonder yeah, it's kind of tiny. Let me blow it up. No. Can I blow it up? Yeah, there we go. All right, official teaser trailer. This isn't like a official movie channel, guys, so we do have to kind of watch it in high speed with the sound off, or not off, but we'll flip it back and forth because they'll for some don't ask me why. Some channels can, and they're not affiliated with Warner Brothers. Okay, average regular YouTubers have no problem showing whatever trailer they want. Fucking sitting there, they can show a whole movie, sit there, no problems. But I fucking glimpse some shit, and they want to shut my stream. So that's how we rolling. But yeah, that's Lydia's daughter. Okay, from the mind of Tim Burton. Bop bop bop. Oh, that's my boy, the dude that's playing the priest right there. He's actually in a bunch of shit. What was he in? He was in Game of Thrones. He was I was the best assassin in Genali. They used to, yeah, that guy. He was fucking great. He was great. Doing a funeral of some sort here. There's Lydia. Oh Lydia. There's Catherine O'Hara looking. Wow, in the old attic. All right, she does not resemble Winona Ryder in the slightest. Did Winona marry a black or Latino man? Yeah. Always love that little model thing. Yo, she looked bad, yo. Hold on. Let me hide this. Yo, hold on. Y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Peace, peace, salute. What up, Slade? Who died? No, I don't think no one died. Um, yeah, y'all can see this. So she is actually looking kind of. Maybe it's just me. I think she looked kind of good right there. Hold on, let me blow this back up. Let's get back into it. They got her look kind of good. Fuck that. Winona Ryder's bad. Oh damn. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. It says this time instead of just Beetlejuice.
The juice is loose.
I had to hear that. I had to play that. The goose is loose. Everyone looks super old. I didn't know ghosts aged like that. God damn, Beetlejuice. Ghosts do not age well. No, I didn't think ghosts would age at all. Raw talk. What up, man?
What
Got
up? What up? What up?
old
Candyman,
ghosts and shit.
Candyman, Candyman.
Word. Ha. Exactly. Exactly. Oh man, this guy is not looking too hot. But I think they could have done something better to make him still look like his young old self but maybe they'll explain it. Maybe they'll explain why he aged. Because a ghost, that's supposed to age. But
Maybe because he was in the purgatory so long that there's different time situations.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. Yep. They'll definitely explain something like that. That makes definite sense. I'm already not super thinking this is gonna be that great because I can tell it's filmed digitally and it just looks kind of cheap. I wish they would go back to using film, man. Digital does not have the same richness.
Yeah, then that means they got to employ some extra people, and they don't want to do that. They want to take all the money for themselves. Them
Yeah.
bastards.
I mean, film is expensive. I get it. It cuts a lot out of the budget, but man, it takes a lot away, bro. I mean, because this looks cheap. It looks like somebody filmed it with a fucking video camera, man.
That could be the case.
Loose.
You never know.
It reminds me of like a TV show, like a sci-fi show.
Or maybe Tim Burton want that feel. You know, he's a genius
Yeah,
in his own right. Maybe he wants it to cinematically look a certain way.
yeah, yeah. He might be going for like a home video kind of feel, or like a modern take. Obviously, he's trying to appeal to a younger audience, so
Like
he's
that
definitely
Bloomhouse effect or
right.
Blumhouse, I mean, effect, you know.
And what's the other one? American Horror Story, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Which is dope. I love that show. Well, some of them were good.
Yeah. The voodoo one was crazy.
The circus one was my favorite. Yeah, the voodoo one was crazy. But yeah, September 6th.
What's up, Slade? What's up, Corey? Master Lee?
Yeah,
Everybody in the chat.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. So Beetlejuice. It's funny that, you know, Conjuring, they have a lot of stuff with Conjuring in it. Like you gotta
Mm,
call the spirit or demon 3 times.
right,
You know, you got the Bloody Mary joint, you got the
right.
Candyman, and now you got
Candyman.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Makes you
Because
wonder.
Beetle I mean, I always knew like when I first saw Beetlejuice, I was like, oh, that's like Bloody Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then
then,
then Candyman came out and I was like, oh, that's like Beetlejuice.
yeah, yeah,
But so yeah, I think that's what they're doing. It looks like to me like the first movie was called Beetlejuice. The second one is Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. The third one's got to be Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
yeah. That's probably that's Tim Burton's doing.
That's how
He's
he thinks.
yeah, he's on some extra stuff. Like he
Exactly.
knows how to market his own self and the way his creativity flows is he's his own mad genius. So I don't
Yeah.
think this would be a wash. I think this would be a good movie to watch. I mean, I have been wrong because I thought the Planet of the Apes was going to be something crazy, but it was just like it skipped what 300 years or so. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Caesar's been long dead.
yeah,
Like
man, I want to
I
see
wanted to
Caesar
see.
die.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It
want to
was
see.
all right. It was, but yeah, you're right. It was. This is what I say all the time, man. They don't understand this. You have to care about the characters. And
Yeah,
these are all new characters, and we've been watching 5 fucking movies. Like, come on, bro. That was not a really. I mean, what they should have done was had flat like back and forth between Caesar and the 300 years later, if they wanted
yeah,
to tell that, which was, they do have to get to that point at some point. Like, because Planet of the Apes, the original was taking place way, way, way in that future where the apes were completely civilized, just running the
right,
world, and
yeah, sound and everything.
exactly. So, but the movies were dealing with the event that started it, and
Mhm.
so they did eventually have to jump to that point where we are, where we were getting to. But
Mhm.
I agree with you, man. They should have definitely had Caesar in there in some kind of way.
Yeah,
But
because it started with Caesar. It all started with Caesar.
yeah.
So if you're gonna pin everything on one character, you have to carry that character until until his death. I mean, look at
Yep.
it with the Godfather. You got to carry the story.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, to its finality, and then you can say, okay, we're gonna expound past this. You could pass the torch within the movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we wanted to see what happened to Caesar. You know what I'm saying? His battles and how he helped modernize, the apes, or how the apes became so grand under Caesar. Because
Mm-hmm.
remember, the name Caesar alone carries some weight
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
one of the greatest rulers of what, um Rome, Greece,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that era and
Human
all that.
history. Yeah.
Yeah, so if he's the Caesar, you want to know how he carried on, and then you want to know his offspring, because that's the next step. His offspring, did they learn? Like his son, did his son learn anything? Did his daughter, or what have you? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
Come on, how did
Yeah.
he carry the legacy?
Yeah. I mean,
They totally nixed all that.
yeah, they should have at least, if they were gonna go away in the future, at least be like, this is okay. This is Caesar's, you know, ancestors, his
Yeah,
great great grandkids or whatever. But I don't even think they really even
nah,
related anyone there to Caesar directly.
yeah.
The one guy that knew that was part of the cult of Caesar or whatever. But
Mhm. And that's the whole thing. It's like, all right, now we're turning heroes into cult deities.
yeah,
Next thing you know, we're gonna have a Spider-Man cult.
right.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be. They already had the Batman cult already. Like, they already had that in the Frank
Hmm.
Miller's joints. So it's
Yeah,
like, yo, it's possible.
absolutely.
Yeah, but uh, Beetlejuice should be a fun movie. I mean, Michael Keaton never disappoints on the funny. I mean, I always thought he was a funny dude.
Yeah, yeah,
And Multiplicity, that was funny as hell to me. That was one of
yeah.
his joints.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. What he did, Mr. Mom. He did Gung
Mom was great.
Ho.
Yeah, Gunho. Yeah, that
That
was
was a
great.
good one. Yep.
Yeah, he had some real
What was
good.
the other one he did where he was in like he was in like a AA or NA? It was like a rehab. Shit.
Oh,
There's
he
another
had.
movie he did where he was like,
Yeah, he did the Birdman. He
oh
did
yeah,
that.
he was Birdman. I'm talking about 80s shit. But
Oh, the
yeah,
80 shit. He did. He has a few, man. I gotta look in my
yeah,
library.
yeah,
A lot of his stuff.
yeah. But the official synopsis for Beetlejuice reads: Beetlejuice is back after an unexpected family tragedy. 3 generations of the Dietz family return home to Winter River. Still haunted by Beetlejuice, Lydia's life is turned upside down when her rebellious teenage daughter Astra discovers a mysterious model of the town in the attic, and the portal of the afterlife is accidentally opened.
Mm.
And yeah, the premiere trailer came out in March. What else? Any other news about this thing before we move to the next topic? Trailer featured Keaton iconic striped suit. Fans can look forward to the footage. Yes, yes, yes. We
Here's a,
know that.
I just want to say one more thing, not to cut you off, bro.
Nah, you good.
All these iconic films that are mostly Halloween type base. I don't understand for the life of me, why do they drop these movies either the month before or the month after Halloween? I don't understand the marketing behind it, because you would think with a movie like this, you'll get the best box office receipts during that Halloween month, regardless, because it's a spooky type of deal. They did that with Freddy Krueger. They did that with Jason, Michael Myers. I'm like September and November. By that time, I'm November. You're thinking turkeys. September is back to school. Kids is like dreading going to school. On
Right.
the East Coast anyway. You know what I mean? But it's like, what what's going on? That's like having a Christmas film in June. Like what?
Yeah. 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 That's crazy, man. It makes. I mean, yeah. I guess you're right. I mean, but yeah, they should drop them right around October.
Yeah, like at least drop it in the beginning of October or whatever, but it should be in October because you get your
Uh,
best box office receipts during that time if you're doing something spooky.
And people, yeah, because people love to watch horror movies during, October, fucking Halloween. They
Exactly.
love that shit. So it's definitely a good move, man. I don't know why they don't do that shit, but
Yeah, Night Shift. Slade was saying one of his movie, Night Shift. That was it.
nice shift. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. So Wesley Snipes is dropping hints that he's in the Blade reboot. Uh, Phase 6 is going to be a crucial one for Marvel, and with half of the projects announced so far being reboots. But after the Fantastic Four it comes as the big blockbuster, summer blockbuster. There will be Blade with Mahershala Ali taking over the role of Wesley Snipes. But Snipes may be popping in for a cameo. This week, he responded to an article that reported that he was already signed to do some stuff in next year's Blade, writing "what" in his on his tweet. That's what he wrote. What?
Mm.
And Now, this doesn't necessarily confirm anything, obviously, and right now his involvement is all hearsay. And really, his comment over the Blade involvement could be read in one of two ways: either he is signed on and playing coy, or it's the first that he's hearing of it. Regardless, it's just the latest move in the rumor mill of the reboot. But yeah, Snipes has Oh, where'd you go, bro? Oh, you're good. Snipes has commented on on Blade before. He said back in 2022 that there was still a possibility that he could return. He said never say never. Long as I'm healthy and in shape, I can rock with them. So he also suggested that it was now Mahershala Ali's time to wield the sword. He said, "I'm cool with it. I don't walk around as Blade, so I'm not attached to the character like that. I feel no emotional loss, zero. I'm happy that he's been cast, and more likely he'll do a great job." I don't believe him. I think Wesley Snipes is hot. I think he really wants to be Blade. That's just me. But I don't know. He claims that he feels no emotional loss, zero.
But yeah, that's crazy because that's the character that everybody. I mean, we know Wesley for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but
Brown and stuff, but those were mostly like some real negative type characters, except for the ones
right.
where he did the you know, U.S. Marshals and
I was
stuff,
gonna say, right,
and then Passion to 57, or I mean, you know what I mean, 51, 57, one of them,
57.
57. So it's like and countless others. He was always the good guy in the movie, except for that one to me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Even when he did Sugar Hill, he was on the fence as being the good guy, but he was the bad guy. Really, he was selling dope.
Right.
But this movie defined him as far as him being the savior. His movie was the savior of Marvel.
An action star. They brought him out, crossed over.
If it wasn't for Blade, we wouldn't have the MCU as it exists. It wouldn't have been
Yep.
financed. You wouldn't have those movies.
Right.
So it's like, yo, when I see you, I'm gonna see Blade.
Right.
If I bump into Wesley, Blade. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
It's just gonna be like, that's that dude right there. Y'all don't know. I tell my sons, and they're like, yo, why isn't he Blade? They even know. My sons, they know Blade. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yep.
it's like, Nah, it's like give it a. You're physically fit. You can hang with the best of them. Keep it going. I mean, they could have did Blade in a sense like they doing Batman in DC.
Right.
They got different universes. So put his Blade in the universe where it's for adult, the rated R universe.
The Max Blade.
Yeah, put him there. That's the one we know. We gonna rock out with him. The new Blade for the MCU can be Mahershala.
The MCU Blade.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, but
So
yeah.
you can do all the experimentation you want on that side of the game, but with
Mhm.
this one, we know his foundation. We know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Let's rock with him like that because he's aged a little. Let him have
Right.
some gray hairs, a little something. I mean, he
Mhm.
aged slow, but let him have a couple of whiskers or whatever.
Yeah,
You know?
a little gray
Yeah,
in his
why not?
beard.
And still killing vampires and dealing with stuff. You know,
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
let him fight
And
the real Dracula or something. Some real shit, not that fake Dracula they had up there. Some bullshit on the last one, the Trinity one.
no,
That one was
no.
like kind of goofy.
They really
Yeah,
because Dracula is Blade's main villain. That's his main enemy.
yeah. Him and Deacon Frost.
And Deacon
Like
Frost,
when
yeah.
yeah, when they killed off Deacon Frost, okay, that's cool, what have you. But they could have let Deacon Frost live because he kind of comes throughout the
He
whole
should
thing
come back.
too.
Yeah, he should have
Yeah,
came back.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That would have been. But I think they didn't think that far into it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? They think it was just a Marvel movie that would be like the Punisher back in the '80s with Dolph
Yeah.
Lundgren. People forget he was the first Punisher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they probably thought that way.
Yeah.
Now understanding that he that was a heavy character, man.
Yeah, man. The anime is dope. The Blade anime is dope. Deacon
Yeah,
Frost is in that. Dracula's there too.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, Dracula mentioned Blade in this new Blood Hunt. So Blood Hunt is the new Marvel event that's going
yeah.
on right now, and it's fucking dope, dog.
Mm.
I was blown away. I didn't know it was gonna be that good. I was kind of blowing it off. I was like, okay, another event.
Mm.
Vampires, whatever. Like they keep doing this vampires.
Even though they had a vampire event before, I
DC
have the
has
book.
vampires, yeah, and
And
Marvel has its own vampires, and
now they got a new vampire event because remember
now,
they had the mutants in the versus vampires back
mhm.
in 2010 or something like that. I got the books.
Yeah, well, they did that, and then they had it just recently in the Wolverine books. They went against the vampires in the new Dawn of X Wolverine stuff in like
Hmm.
2019, 2020. And but this is one of the biggest Marvel events in a long time. They said it's going to cover like a long span a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Um
in every comic. I mean, it's
they
ridiculous.
got the first Blood Hunt #1 is coming out, and then you have Vengeance of the Moon Knight. Well, first was the free comic book day Blood Hunt that we
Yeah, I
had
got.
that we got. Then it's Vengeance of the Moon Knight #5. Then
Yeah,
Blood Hunt #1. That's this one. Then there's also a Blood Hunt #1 red band where they have the red brand, the warning label because it's super
yeah.
violent.
I was gonna pick that up and I put it back, and then I turned my back. Shit was gone.
It was what they didn't have any, but I got my Blood Hunt #2 red band on deck. But
Yeah, because that's with all the blood and gore.
exactly, man,
Yeah,
fuck. But then we got Amazing Spider-Man #49. Then it goes Avengers #14. Then it goes Blood Hunters #1. That's a little, one shot. Then it goes Doctor Strange #15. Then this one, Dracula Blood Hunt #1.
hmm
Then it goes Strange Academy Blood Hunt #1. Then Venom #33. Then Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt #1. Then Union Jack the Ripper Blood Hunt #1. Then Blood Hunt #2 Red Band. That Union Jack the Ripper is on my pull list. That bitch is it's at the comic shop. Actually, I gotta pick it up Saturday. And then Midnight Suns Blood Hunt #1. Oh, the Black Panther #1 too.
Yeah, yeah,
Looks
yeah.
Black
That looks
Panther Blood
good.
Hunt looks
Yeah, Yeah, that looks good.
That shit looks super dope. Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
Black
the
Panther cover.
vampires invade Wakanda. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
Right. All right.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's the Union Jack the Ripper.
yeah. That's that's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah.
My man has the stake in his hand and everything.
Yep. Steak in one hand, knife in another. But
Yeah.
what initially, like I said, I was gonna skip it, and because it's a lot. But what drew me in, what made me fucking like go ahead and be like, okay, or I went on the website and like put all these books on my pull list. Um, is the fucking the beginning of this book. It starts off super dope. It starts off. It says sun death.
Mhm.
Right there. It says sun death, and then there's a countdown. So the sun death countdown begins right there, and it shows sun death countdown. You're watching the sun death. Basically, the sun's gonna die at the end of this countdown, and you're seeing all the shit go on
Mm.
throughout the countdown. The sun's gonna die. That's what you can see, and then they show this amazing shot right here of the Earth, like covered
Mhm. And blood and
and just yeah, just it's just covered in like a red cloud, and it's just completely going dark, and it says, "This is how the world ends. This is my work. This has always been my work. And after so very long, I will complete it."
mm.
And then it says sun death, 15 minutes, New York City. And you got Iron Man and Scarlet Witch like running around, what's going on? And then there's this guy right here who his body, you can see his legs,
Mhm.
and his body turns into this big black cloud, this big tornado swirl of darkness. And it shoots up to the sky, and they find out there's fucking these 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 dark cloud tornadoes are shooting up, covering the sky. Right there, you can see right there.
Mhm.
They're darkening the sky, and
The Dark Souls.
this dude, yeah, and the countdown still is going. Sun death is coming. Sun death, sun death, and this dude right here was like, he was like, I don't understand what happened to the shroud. That's the name of a character. Has happened to the him turning into the black tornado, and
Mm.
she says, all across the city, across the world. Oh God, can it be the whole world? And he's like, yeah, darkening the skies, hiding the sun, hiding the moon. This isn't a mishap. This isn't an accident. This is an attack.
Mhm.
And she says, vampires, and they come fucking pouring out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sold.
Mm.
I'm right there. I was like, bitch, I'm done. I'm in. I'm in. Sign me up. Yeah, that's fire. That sounds, that's like some ill shit. And
Yeah.
then it broke. Then it starts out, and you have the countdown, the sun death countdown. You show it. It's happening all over the world.
Mm.
Uh, these are the characters that are going to be in it. The key players, the Blood Hunt key players. You've got Scarlet Witch, Iron Man, Thor, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Vision, Captain America, Hunter's Moon, Tigra, Spider-Man, Blade, Doctor Strange, Clea, and Doctor Doom.
Yeah, you gotta have Doom.
Gotta have
Doom,
Doom.
you have to have Doom in it, man,
Has to have Doom.
because he's the only one that could really get busy on the mystical stuff too.
Yeah,
He deals in the dark forces. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Gotta have
him
him.
and Doctor Strange
Doctor Strange, yeah.
too. What?
Scarlet Witch, yeah,
Scarlet Witch, yeah, she's ill with it.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need those people, and then you're gonna need Blade. Shit.
And yep, you're gonna need Blade. But everybody getting busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the I don't want to spoil nothing, dog, but Yeah, some of the people who get killed is
Yeah,
crazy,
Dr.
and
Voodoo too, right? Yep, Dr.
it's
Voodoo.
wild, bro.
Brother
Yeah,
Voodoo, yep.
yeah, brother Voodoo. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
Blade.
It's gonna be sick.
The art's really good.
Mm-hmm. Word.
Yeah, there's that, and then all the little tie-ins and shit, and it's actually a really big event.
Yeah, you gotta wonder how long those vampires been plotting for that day.
That's the thing. That's what drew me in. Like I was like, okay, so there's some mastermind, and it's clearly Dracula, which we see in the free comic book day one,
Yep.
and so we know right there that it's him. And yeah, it's like been some plot that has been been manifested or been been being worked on for hella time. It has to be for a long time because you know this shit is huge. They blacken the whole world like
Yeah.
forever, like blotted out the entire sun. And yeah, it's a big.
Small. What was it? What's that movie? Where those people was up in Alaska and those vampires. What horror movie was that? That shit was tough. Was it 28 Days? No, no. What? That was the zombie joint.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
other one. Um,
What?
because there was this these vampires that came from, I think, over from Russia or something like that. 30 Days of Night. There you go.
30
Thanks,
Days of Night. Yes.
thanks, Rad.
Shit.
Real.
That's based on a comic too. That's a ill
Yo,
comic.
that shit was just like, that was like, to me, was scary, a scary vampire joint. It was just like,
Yeah.
yo, you up in
Yeah.
Alaska,
Yeah,
there's
you
no
can't
fucking daylight for what? How many days?
a month.
30 days, yeah, a month. Like, yo, you stuck in there trying to survive against some vampires on some real, like,
Yeah, bro.
crazy, yo. Shit was
Yeah,
crazy. I got that shit over there. I'm gonna watch it again, but that shit is crazy.
yeah, yeah, bro. 30 Days a Night. That's one of the
Yo,
illest. It's definitely one of the scariest vampire movies. During a time when all the vampire movies were fucking
popular.
nah, like vampire Interview with the Vampire, and
Oh yeah.
very very
Oh,
like
humane vampires.
yeah, and like super like stylized, hella
Yeah,
stylish vampires, hella suave and cool,
yeah.
these guys
These were brute
monsters.
monsters. Straight
Yeah,
up.
straight up monsters. And that's
Straight
how they are in this.
yeah.
That's how they are in this. In the comic, the graphic novel, 30 Days a Night. If you haven't read that, y'all,
Check
that's
it.
definitely worth checking
Yeah,
out.
the brutality is like 10 times crazy. The movie was cool, but that comic was like, oh, yo,
Mm-hmm.
you talk about bloody shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And the chief vampires, like, even within, it's always a thing within the vampire crew. Is always somebody wanting to be the higher vampire, and it's sad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But they have shit like that. Movies like, yo, the head vampire wants a human to kill another vampire because it gets their code type shit.
Yeah.
Yo, it's wild. Just like I don't know, man. But I have a sneaky suspicion that we're gonna get some good vampire films coming our way soon.
Yeah. It's about time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's about
well
time.
overdue for some vampires. We
Yeah.
did the werewolf thing.
Right.
Now we're overdue for some real vampire shit.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
And what the premise of Blood Hunt would make a dope movie too. Like they could, Marvel can keep this shit going. They don't have. This is what Marvel needs to figure out. That superhero fatigue is not comic book fatigue. It's not comic movie fatigue. Lots of movies
Mhm.
are lots of kind of comics, lots of kind of stories that don't necessarily have to be, the most superhero-ish type of stuff. You know, like you can do all kinds of shit. You know, Marvel, it doesn't have to all be the Avengers or whatever, but the you know, the stuff that they're kind of delving into with Agatha Harkness and the dark hold, you know, and all of that. And the premise of Blood Hunt is that that dark hold magic suddenly springs forth from people that are associated with it, like Cloak, Silhouette, you know, that have
Yeah.
powers or abilities that are associated with Darkhold magic.
Mhm.
And it starts just darkening the skies and just sort of, you know, paving the way for the vampire attack. And they get attacked all around the world. The Avengers are, you know, they're at their orbiting starship base, the Impossible City, and Doctor
Mhm.
Strange in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Hunter's
Mhm.
Moon and Tigra are outside the Midnight Mission rather, and they're overwhelmed by the you know, the forces, the vampire forces, and you know, the person leading them is Blade. And the Blade that we see is not very much, it's very much not like the Blade that we know. It's the Blade we know is very cool, very iconic, and just the cool, you know, the coolest, most laid back cool cat in the room, right? Just chill and just, you know. This Blade seems to be a lot more bombastic, like, you know, a lot more, you know, just, you
Because
know.
that vampire ain't. Remember, he's half vampire. So
Mhm.
whatever controlling the vibe that's going on with these vampires, it's happening to him too. That's why he's so amped up, because he's like,
Yeah.
yo, he feels that energy like they feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
he's trying to control it within, because he always has a thirst still too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like he has to control that side of him, but this dark cloud and the energy of these vampires, they're working in unison.
Mhm.
So wouldn't that mean he's got to be linked to them too in such a way? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
is he friend or foe at this point? You gotta,
Right. Is this affecting him, you know, affecting his mind and shit? Is it affecting the way he makes decisions? I don't know yet. I haven't gotten to read the whole thing yet, but you know, one thing about it, you know, like I said, I can't wait to get that Red Band edition. But Marvel, you know, they're not they definitely, you know, like McKay and the above A-list art team, Pepe Larraz,
yeah,
Marte Garcia, they are not censoring their shit. For the first time, Marvel is running red band editions of their event books, uncensored, slightly expanded editions, available only in comic shops, with the gore and you know, blood and all of that just cranked all the way up. And you know, we're seeing Pepe Larraz just really go nuts, and Marte is just soaking it with blood. And you know, you can't put stuff in the red band edition that if the reader of the regular edition missed it, it would diminish their reading experience.
yeah,
So this is bonus stuff.
yeah,
Like the stuff that's in the red band, it's not obviously changing the story in any way. It's just extra shit. And then obviously, you know, for example, the end of the first issue, there's a scene where Blade stabs Doctor Strange, and the red band, he's like, it's probably, you know, room if you know, want to make that more gnarly. And basically they you know, in the red band edition, you know, came back with Doctor Strange just cut completely in half.
yeah,
So it goes from like in one, instead of just him being stabbed in the one comic, in the red band he's cut in half. So it's that kind of shit. Not
yeah,
changing the story. He's still dead or whatever, but it's just he's killed in a more gruesome way.
yeah.
That kind of shit. So I know, because like at first I thought the red band edition was just gonna be like, oh, they're gonna color in the blood
But yeah,
or have more blood. No, it's different fucking scenes.
mhm.
Um,
Dope.
yeah, Pepe Larraz and Garcia, them together, it does a lot of things very well. And the best thing is how uh big everything feel. You see like some of those images, everything is just like big. It's like zoomed in shots. Everything is really big, and you know, Pepe Larraz's comics history is definitely very iconic with this imagery. You know, whether the sunset behind Magneto in House of X #1, or the dope ass Black Cat covers. You know, he gets a lot of room to work in this series, and you know,
Mm.
they they're trying to keep the panel count low. That's what their goal is. They want to have bigger, like full spread images or half page images instead of like 10 panels with different shit on the page. There'll be like 2 on this
Yeah,
page and like maybe 3 over here.
and for maybe two big panels or maybe one chip in the middle or on the off to the side.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
but
That's
I
how
think I don't know, man. This shit is gonna be crazy, man.
bro. Just the illustrations of the Impossible City, the Avengers headquarters in issue 1. It's dope.
might have to. I might
It's
have
just
to
Iron Man.
in those comics because I want to see how the X-Men fare against the vampires once more.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? Or any mutant for that matter, because I mean, like, how does
Wolverine,
how does
Wolverine,
Sunfire and them fight the vampires? Because Sunfire,
right,
I mean, he's the
right,
sun.
right, and
Phoenix.
yeah, I mean, yeah, Sunspot. You got there's other. It's a lot of sun powered characters too. So hopefully we'll see some of them, you know, doing
Mm.
shit. Hopefully that'll be a way that they, you know, incorporate. That would be dope. But you know, Blood Hunt coming as at the latest in like a long chain of very successful Marvel events recently, and it turns out that there's been a bit of internal Marvel continuity that helps with that, and you know, Kieran Gillen, the one of the architect of 2 of Marvel's most recent successes, had a great document about how to do an event in comics. And one of the big things is all the stuff that matters has to be the main event series, because they're going to be people who just aren't buying, you know, who are just buying the main event series, aren't buying the tie-ins. And so you need the main event to be a complete story. And that's kind of me, like in a lot of in these events recently, like I'll buy the Blood Hunts 1, 2, 3, but like I'll skip the Blood Hunt Blade, Blood Hunt Black Panther, Blood Hunt Iron Man, Blood Hunt da da da, you know, Blood Hunt da da da, Spider-Man Blood Hunt. I skip all those because those are extra tie-ins. They don't matter to the story. There, a lot of them barely have anything involved to the story, and
Yeah,
almost
it's just
none of
side. It's just that characters uh,
what they did
during that event,
during that time.
their side, yeah, their visual of it.
Right,
Like they
right,
still had to fight their own battles within that battle that's going on. Yeah.
right, right. Like I was reading one of the tie-ins, and it told the exact same story, literally just from the perspective of this other character.
That was the word I was looking for. Perspective. Yeah.
Right, right, and that's exactly what they do in these. But you know, of course, it's superhero comics, so there's always and then attached to the story, and you know, the guy that wrote the story, he said if Blood Hunt is Secret Invasion, there's quite a Dark Reign plan to come after it. And you know, ominous words for the Avengers, Hunter's Moon,
Shit.
Tigra, X-Men, Doctor Strange, and all the other characters that McKay is steering into Marvel Universe's future. But yeah, Blood Hunt 1 and 2 are actually on sale now. Number 3 comes out June 12th, and there's all the tie-ins and shit like that. Those were a lot of the pictures from, or I just showed you a bunch of issue 1. My issue 2 is still at the comic shop. I have to pick it up Saturday, but I actually can show it to you digitally. That's the
introduction.
that's what we just looked at This is from Blood Hunt 1 right there. Yeah, this is all Blood Hunt 1. That's all Blood Hunt 1. Did this just say it was Blood Hunt 2? My bad. That's all Blood Hunt 1. It said check out pages from Blood Hunt 2
Oh wow.
below. And then those are all this from Blood Hunt 1. So somebody didn't know at Den of Geek what they were doing. But Den of Geek is dope.
They probably counted the free book as one and forgot that number one is number one. The free book is the prelude.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That free comic book day book is selling for $40 right now.
Yeah, I got like 5 of them.
I mean, in a slab, if you get a 9.8 like slab of it.
Yeah.
But
I got 5 of them shits. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
But again, I'm selling them for $2.
there's a Blood Hunt number 3 1 in 200 ratio that's going for $250.
Wow.
It's a 1 in 200 ratio, so the comic shop has to buy 200 of the regular one just to get one issue of this.
Mhm.
So that's hard to get. I still
Yeah, if it's like Midtown Comics or some big comic place like that. But what they normally do, they do that just to get that ratio and boost that price up crazy for that ratio comic.
right.
So they can balance paying for 200 comics. That's what they do, man. It's a shitty game, but what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that retro covers the shit.
Yeah, Red Band might be what we need. That is what we need, man. That retro cover is peak, bro. It looks like an old horror comic.
Yeah. Same thing they did for Wolverine, and they did it for Sabretooth too. They had something
nice.
like that. Yeah.
Wow, my guy's selling this for $200 right now. That's wild.
Yeah,
But
they be bugging.
you never know. Oh, this is actually a comic shop. So this is probably a ratio. It's probably like a 1 in. Yeah, it's 1 in 25. That's not bad. 1 in 25 is nothing. I don't know why it's $200 then. 1 in 25 ain't shit, bro. I can go get a 1 in 25 fucking on eBay probably.
But it depends on the area because certain variants pop up in different areas.
Yeah, well, it definitely depends on the cover for sure. But still, 1 in 25. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get it. It's bagged. I don't get it. I mean, all the Red Band are going to be bagged. Well, no, actually, some of them are just have a red band, a red cardboard band around the book. I don't think they all have a bag.
Oh, no, they do have the bag. Like,
because I got a red band the other day, and it was just like a cardboard. It was just like a cardboard sheet, like wrapped around the book.
Oh wow, wow!
But
I've seen the red band metallic in the bag.
Oh,
yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, my dumb ass didn't pick it up, but what you gonna do? I was focused on GI Joe,
right.
As always.
Oh shit! I'm definitely getting this Scotty Young joint. Oh dog, I love Scotty Young covers, bro.
I hear some hot covers out there. People like his prices for his joints went up like crazy. Look at that. That's fucking crazy.
I gotta have it. $3.99. I'm getting this right now.
That joint is sick. That Wovie is dope.
Oh, it ain't free shipping. So that's $7. That's $5 shipping. So it's a $9. It costs $9 to get it. That's not bad.
If you can find it in the store, it'd probably be that in the store.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think in the store it's $3.99.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call my shop and I'm gonna say, hey y'all, because this is still not coming out until June. So yeah, I'm gonna just call my shop and be like, yo, put one on my list, $3.99.
I didn't go to the comic shop today. I went yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean,
damn, this is
had that out.
Here's one for 150. Why is a 125 $200? I don't know. Fucking whatever.
That's the Wolverine cover though.
Ooh, there goes that Wolverine. That Wolverine is hard.
I want to see.
Damn, I need one of those.
Yeah, see.
I need that fucking Wolverine, dog.
That's the game. See, that's the game, man. Like I was
saying, I'll never pay that much for it. Not these days.
Nah, that's the
game.
game.
The time.
It's the motherfucking covers, man. It's the cover game now.
Yep.
I don't
Yep.
care what nobody says. Comic
Ooh.
books. Oh, that shit is
Ooh.
wild.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I have to have this in the collection. Yes.
Yo,
See,
why?
this is the type of shit I'll get because it's $4. This is perfect.
Yeah.
I'll buy this shit all day, but I'm not spending. I'm done. I'm done with the days of spending hundreds of dollars on comics, man. I did it. I used to do it, hundreds of dollars on a book. Now, nope, I'm not doing it no more because I had to sell them all, and I'm not going through that shit again. It would burn me to have to pay some of what these comics are going for now for the books that I've had that I used to have to like buy them again. It would piss me off too bad. I couldn't do it. I'll just fuck with toys. I'll fuck with toys and I'll fuck with the newest comics that are coming out with dope covers and shit like that. I'm cool with that. I like reading comics. You know, I got into comics to read them, not to collect them.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I did not get into comics to collect them ever. Got into them to read them. Like,
then you got caught up in the game.
then I got caught up in the Virgin variants and the fucking
because the art. It's the art. Like, we appreciate art. Like, if you're a collector and you're a visual person, you appreciate the talent that goes into the art of it. So yeah, and they know this now. They know people are more visual than ever. So it's like, yo, you put up a dope ass cover, somebody's gonna want that cover. Now, if you put it at a limited amount, yeah, they're gonna kill for the cover now, like technically. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. I mean, like the what you call it, the Jang G.I. Joe covers. My brother bought all of them. He's like, yo, hands down, I'm not playing. I gotta get everything he does with G.I. Joe.
That fucking the Firefly is my favorite.
Yeah, he got them all. He got the alternate Storm Shadow one. Like, I'm like, yo. He's like, yo, I gotta get it, man. I got to have the whole complete set of his. I gotta have it all. I'm like, okay. My man spent a grip on them joints. Had them coming, had some ship from Canada. I'm like, yo, yeah, exactly, right there. He has all those.
This shit right here is peak, dog.
Crazy.
I love that shit. So the artist that did this guy, his name is John Jang. He's been on this show. We interviewed him. He's a great guy. Hung out with us for a little while. He's been on the show. He come back on anytime.
Yeah,
but this shit is amazing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's the guy drew this, y'all. This is not a fucking no computer made this, dog.
Yeah, he went crazy with that, man.
It's my favorite cover of his, but
yeah, he got some dope covers. His Transformer covers are crazy. All his shit is crazy.
It's a East Side exclusive cover, and it's Snake Eyes Dead Game too. So it's not even like a dope comic, but it's a dope ass cover.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got into buying books for the cover, got into all of that stuff. But originally when I was 12 and I started buying Spider-Man and Carnage and Spawn and all that, I was into it for the art.
Yeah.
And really not even reading it so much yet. Just really love the art, and I was an artist and I draw and like that's why I was into it. I read them, but it wasn't like my main thing that I went out and like, oh, what story is this? Nah, if it had a dope cover, if like the art was dope and Spider-Man was in the black suit and everything looked ill, like I was, oh yeah, I need that. I was 12. What did I know? I was 13.
Yeah, man. And those comics, man. When me and my brother, we talk about this constantly, man. When I was like, what? I think I was 9. Yo, I drew all the X-Men. I drew them all. Like people were amazed. I drew them just like the artists of that time. The same exact way.
Right.
At 9 years old, and people looking like, how you draw all this? My damn brother took the book that I drew all those characters in and sold it.
Damn.
And somebody bought it from him.
Wow.
I'm like,
that's crazy.
I was pissed off with him for like years, man. Still got a little, still left in me. Like, yo, man, that was like a masterful thing I did at 9, man.
And you would, like, imagine if you could have that now to look back at that shit and like flip through that shit.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't have none of my art from back then, but I was into it so heavy. I had the drafting table and shit, all the art
Mm,
equipment and shit, bro. I was into it deep. And I wanted to be, I wanted to be a comic artist, but you know, I was a
yeah,
kid.
man.
But yeah, once I man, why is this shit? Hold on.
Yeah, man. I wanted to drop something on you. See if you got it yet.
What's
But you
that?
probably jump on that in a few about. We still in the comics realm, right?
Uh-huh.
I always pick up my stuff a little early.
Hold on, let me get this thing out the way. All right, hold on, let me blow this shit up. All right, go ahead. Woo! Shit,
Number 5, baby.
dog.
Amanda, I'm getting busy. I'm gonna be
Mine is
reading.
at mine is at the shop. I gotta pick them up Saturday. They just emailed me like that shit is in, and I was like, cool.
Tasty,
Damn, let me see.
tasty.
Let me see them covers one more time. So I like that one with oh man. Damn. I hope which cover is that? Is that A?
This is. I think this is the B cover.
Damn. Let me see the other one.
The other one is with Cobra Commander as the Emperor
Shit,
overlooking his
that's
troops.
hard. That's hard as fuck too. Is which one of them
Hell
is
yeah.
A? Because I know my shop only fucking gives me the A unless I ask for it. But I don't know which one's A.
Yo, but
But
have you
if it's
noticed?
one of those, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the other one. They got a whole bunch of variants. It's
I know.
ridiculous.
I know.
Um, did you notice that a lot of the variants that are elsewhere are coming to your local comic shops? Like the number ones, the twos. All look at them all. They're all coming in because they're leftovers from other, I guess.
My shop, for whatever reason, they have it's mostly a gaming shop, and they have
Oh,
like cards and shit. They have a corner where it's like a newsstand of comics. It's all the new shit that comes out.
oh, okay, okay,
They might have like the past several months of certain issues. Like it might have a stack up there of issues, but it's new shit. And
okay,
then they've got a website, and like I just give them like these are the comics I want, and they just make a pull list, and
okay,
every Saturday, every other Saturday, I come in and pick up whatever came out that week or whatever.
okay,
That's
okay.
on my list. That's all I fuck with. So, but that's only because of where I live. There's a shop that has all the dope covers and all. Bro, there's a shop, bro, in Norfolk that if y'all, I know some of y'all are from the area. It's called help me out. Somebody from Suffolk in here. It's in Norfolk. It's by the mall. It's by MacArthur Mall in Norfolk. What the fuck's it called? Hold on.
Yeah, man.
Damn, I can't think of the name of that thing, man. Fuck, it's a small little shop. It's real small, but they have, they'll have like A, B, C, D, E, F, G cover of every one, and they'll just be in there in stacks. And then they have a cool. I like the way they have their back issues. They're in these drawers, these big, giant, heavy ass drawers that slide out, and then, they got, and you could just flip through them and shit, and they got every fucking thing, bro. Like you can go in there and be like every X-Men, every old X-Men, all that shit is in there.
Oh,
And they got the
local
dope shit
heroes.
is up on the wall. Local heroes.
That's what it's
Who said
called.
it? Who
Me.
said it? Yeah. Oh, you found it? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
local heroes. Yeah, it's local heroes.
You got Trilogy, Local Heroes, and Atlantis.
It's local heroes.
All right.
Atlantis is the one I go to. That's the one with just it's mostly a
Games, Atlantis games.
games and shit. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Then
Okay.
there's one in that I also go to in where's that one? It's in Portsmouth. No, it's in Newport News,
Mm.
and it's called not Atlantis, but Atlas. No,
Atlas.
no,
What? Trilogy, Xeno.
no. It's in Newport News. No, it's in Hampton. It's in Hampton, and it's called fucking not Atlantis. God damn, why can't I think of that shit? It's something. It's like Atlantis. Look in Hampton.
Hampton. All right. Let's
It's
see.
funny. I can't. It's funny. I can't think of it.
Atomic.
Yes, Atomic Comics.
Atom-
Because all I could think of was Atlantis. Because I knew it was AT is at something at something Atomic Comics.
Mm. Word.
Yeah, Atomic Comics is fucking massive. They have a giant selection of back issues, and then they've got their glass case shit in the glass case. That's crazy. Couple $1,000 books and shit in there, and
Yeah, some raws and some slabbed.
yeah, slabs, fucking just they're not really that big on slabs there. They're mostly raw, and
Nice.
that's what I like.
Exactly. The raw
That's what I
shit is always gonna be dope, man. Like slab is like, yo, I mean, not for nothing,
like.
man. I mean, those are just for people who's trying to make a quick buck and shit. For real motherfuckers, man, you ain't really trying to get the slabs. You want to read the book,
I want
man.
to take my book out, right? You
Yeah,
know what I
you
mean?
want to read the motherfucker, man.
Right.
Thumb through the pages again or what have you. And
Yeah.
when you finally finish with it, put it back in the bag and whatever you
Like-
do after that.
Yeah. I mean, I get if I came across Amazing Fantasy 15, yeah, I'm gonna slab that because it's falling apart and it's fucking classic. You know, it's a super book, like or the first Superman or something stupid. Yeah, of course you're gonna slab it, but you know,
Yeah. Me, my crazy ass. I wouldn't slap that shit. Motherfucker come in the house, be like, yo, you got the first Superman? What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
toss it to him and shit. Just toss it over to him and shit.
Like, yeah, here. Yo. I mean, because people put perceived value on things. It's like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can understand the rarity of it and stuff like that, but really, a comic book is worth more than 4 houses and shit. Like, come on.
Million.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can understand if it was a number one Superman and these guys had the mind back then to sign it as the creative guys on the back of the cover or whatever. Then I can understand. You got their signatures in. Okay, that is a piece that belongs in a museum. Period.
Right.
That's where it should be. You know. But
Yeah.
everything else after that should be just like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I saw they were selling a page out of the first Superman comic.
Mhm.
And it was just a page with an ad on it.
Okay.
$500.
I can believe it.
A torn page. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine the cartoon cells from back then, from the
Oh,
old Hanna-Barbera Iron Man and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All those old cartoons back then, the Submariner.
Yeah.
On those cells are worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah, like the art pages were like the ones they turn in and make comics out of.
Yeah.
I don't mean that. I mean like it's a page torn out of a comic book.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
okay,
I know.
yeah.
I definitely know what you mean. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, that's serious. I mean,
Hmm.
I mean, art is art, man. If you love it, I love it too, man. Shit.
Yeah,
I got, you see me, I got my comic books, like my extras, up on my wall, like pictures, and then I have my old rings in front of them. So it's like, yeah, I'm down with all that, putting it on the wall and stuff. Once you finish reading it, you know what I'm saying, like display it. Yeah, like you do the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the first things I did in the room was put that up. First thing I put was them 2 shelves because I wanted to have, shelves. And I was like, man, I really would just like to have them just on the wall, like all just covering the wall. That would be crazy as fuck, And then I did it, with that little section there and logistically just doing it the entire room like I had wanted to.
Yeah.
It's not really that. It's not a good idea because there's a little maintenance involved with that. You end up putting them all around the ceiling and shit, and they start sliding down, or the tape, starts to melt off, or whatever the fuck, whatever it is. You have to kind of.
I pin mine through the backup board because the backup board is a little bit longer
Mm-hmm.
than the actual comic book. So
Right.
I make sure I go at the tip top and put that pin in. Boop.
Yes.
Good. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
that's what you want to do. That's the best way to do it, is definitely to pin it or nail it through. If like me, you live in an old ass house and this is not even drywall, it's some
Oh,
weird shit.
I know
It's
what it
some
is.
weird. It's
It's like
cheap.
a plaster. It's like a
It's like a
plaster.
rock shit. Yeah, and there's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
metal framing in it and shit,
yeah,
like metal
yeah,
grating. Yeah, so you can't
yeah.
even fucking get a nail through some of this shit. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard. Like I can't. Like obviously I hung the shelves and shit, but to sit there with tiny nails or thumbtacks, forget about it. You're not getting that shit through this shit. It's like rock. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
rock.
yeah.
It's crazy.
That's the type of thing they had in like the project building type joints.
Like how the projects have like cinder block walls. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's not that. It's not like that. They're not.
that,
It's not
yeah,
thick
but
ass shit. It's like drywall. It's the size of drywall.
yeah,
It's maybe the size of like 2 sheets of drywall
yeah,
together
yeah.
with like
It's
metal with like a metal lattice
okay.
going through the middle of it with like 2 sheets of drywall and like, but it's like this rock material, man.
Yeah,
I call it sheetrock, but
Mhm.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Can't nail into it, but yeah. So I got different. I've experimented with different adhesives, different things. Double-sided tape and different kind of shit. I found the best shit was the double-sided clear Gorilla Tape.
Yeah, the gorilla
Uh,
shit is always gonna be.
yep,
Yeah,
yeah.
shit, man.
But yeah, it's dope. It looks dope, and it's a great way to decorate, man. And display your books.
Max, what
Read some of
up?
them online, all that on them physically. Yeah, I mean, reading them digitally is cool. Like if don't want to fuck up your real books or whatever and all that, to do that. Obviously people that hate digital comics, a lot of comic shop owners and shit like that, because they feel that it takes away from people buying real comics. I don't really see it that way, because for me it does not replace I don't get the same thing when I read a digital comic. It's not the same even to me when I read a real comic. They don't feel the same. It's weird. It don't feel the same.
Yeah. But some of us gotta come up with, gotta go with the reality that you can't have this shit forever. And at some
Right.
point, I mean, as much as we have as collectors, there comes a point when it's very overwhelming. And you're
Yes.
gonna realize that as you get older, and like, okay, if your kids are grown and out the house and you want to downsize and make some money off your house and move on and downsize, you're gonna be like, I can't take this shit with me now.
Right.
What can I do? Only
Bro, I
recourse
think about it
is
all the time.
yeah, only
I think
recourse
about
is
it like, damn, if I had to move, like this would be a bitch. And then, the way this house is, like it's got a dope setup where this room, there's a doorway right here behind the TV that y'all can't see, and that doorway leads directly into my master bedroom.
Mm,
The only way into this room is through my master bedroom.
okay, okay.
So the master bedroom door is to the hall out there. You come in my master bedroom, you're in the bedroom. You walk in my bedroom, there's a door in my bedroom, and it opens up into this fucking lair. My fucking lair. I was like, bro, when I saw this shit, I was like, yes, this is the house. We're fucking, yes,
No, dope,
that's the
dope.
spot. It's like
Yeah,
my fucking, yeah. And this is a full size room. Like you can't really see through the camera, but this is a big ass room, a very large room.
yeah,
It's very large.
yeah.
I mean, and this is like a room inside my room. But if I had to move to like a regular place and just like, where would I put this shit? I couldn't put it in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I couldn't put it in my. I mean, I would have to. I'd have to put it in the living room or wherever the fuck. And
And pray nobody fuck with it, whoever visits.
that's the thing.
Right?
It's like I like the fact that my shit is tucked away. You can't get in here, bro, unless I bring you in through my bedroom type shit. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
ain't no guest gonna stumble in here type thing.
Facts. That's what's up. Yeah, man. And me and the wife are looking to buy a bigger house now. I'm already plotting and planning. I'm like, I want a guest house outside the house. Fuck that. I
Oh
want
yeah.
something where, or if I can't get that, what I want is like a 3-car garage, but with a loft on top of it. That way I can make that my whole little.
You need a man cave. Yeah, we need
Yeah,
every man need a man
I
cave.
have the whole house decorated how you want, whatever. I got this. This is
That's
the
what we say.
This is the Legion of Doom headquarters over here.
The doom room.
Hell yeah.
Listen, that's what we say, man. As men, that's what I said when I told my wife. I said, listen, you can have the whole fucking house, the whole house. Do whatever you want. You can even do whatever you want in the bedroom. Do whatever you want. This room, I don't even want. You don't even come in here. This is my room. I do what I want in here. Don't even come in here. And the rest of the room, the rest of the house, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Exactly.
Deal. All right, bet. That's all I need. A man don't need shit. A man is we simple. We bears. We give us a fucking cave. We're good.
Exactly.
Give me a cave. Give me a toilet. Something to drink. I mean, a cigar. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want much. We just want to be fucking left alone in peace. After we'll come out to deal with the madness. But when we're tired of the madness, we need peace. And that peace is what we define as off limits to everybody. Fuck that. You know?
Exactly. You know, and it's nothing wrong with that, man. I think women should embrace that shit because it help y'all out.
Yeah.
That's good for y'all. I'm not fucking with your house. I don't, your decorations or whatever, the way you got the living room set up, how you like the kitchen, whatever. I'm not even gonna touch it. I don't fuck with it. Cause I'm the type, like, I'll decorate my whole house. I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna set this shit up here. Cause I always, lived alone and I would set up my shit dope and I'd have my shit fly. So I'll hook the shit up. And my wife knows that. I'll take the fuck over and decorate the whole goddamn house. I'll design this whole shit by myself and leave you out of it type shit. So, she was quick to jump on that deal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay. I won't touch nothing. I won't even adjust nothing on the mantle. Nothing. Give me my man cave. Because, of course, women want their, what do they call them? Lady sheds or whatever. It's cool. You don't need that. You have the whole house. The whole house is yours. The bedroom's yours. The living room, the den, the fucking kitchen, the dining room. It's all yours.
Yeah.
It's yours.
But I want what you got. What?
It's yours. You can decorate it.
Hey, motherfuckers are crazy.
Word. It's like I don't want what you got.
Yo,
I don't want what you got. I'm not trying to do what you do.
Yeah, I think we're crazier for even dealing with the madness. We are the lunatics.
Right.
Because we're dealing with lunatics, so we gotta be real crazy. Like hey.
Like that Bob Dylan song where the freak and the geek, the circus freak. I don't know. He was off work or whatever, and this dude came, and he was like demanding, "I want to see the freak. I want to see the freak eat the head off a chicken or whatever." Blah blah blah. And the freak came out, and he was like, "You're the fucking freak. You're the freak." Right? You're the one that wants to see a weird whatever do some weird shit. Yep. I'm just me. I'm just living my life. I'm just a guy. You're the fucking freak. You're the weirdo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it is, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, man. So, what do you think about Tyson and Paul, Jake Paul and Tyson?
Well, it's this weekend, ain't it?
I think.
Or something like that, or is it? No, it's July.
July, yeah, June or July, yeah, July, yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be entertained either way, man. Yeah. But my money is always going to be on Mike. That's one of he is my favorite boxer of all time. I mean, Ali's the greatest. The greatest, I say.
Technical. Like he's the best boxer. I think Tyson is the best puncher.
Yeah, I think because the way Mike Tyson said it, he's scared of Ali because he knew Ali was technical, precise, and he was showman. He knew what he was going to do, and he knew how to play you.
And he could last.
Yeah.
And Tyson's all about getting you out quick.
Yeah. And I think with Mike Tyson being my favorite, I always like his I would say his commentary after the fight. I love it. It's always It was always grand to me
Yeah.
the way he explained how he, I punched him in his spleen and I heard him go, eh.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
yo, this guy is crazy. I'm like, I
Yeah.
love this guy, but
Yeah.
he was honest. He didn't care to. He didn't lie. Mike Tyson's not a liar.
No.
I never known him to be a liar, so I
Did you
like
see
that about
Did you see his like stage show?
Oh yeah,
Hella good.
yeah, hell yeah. And he's not a liar. He tell like who the fuck is he's like who the fuck about a lie to you? I'm gonna tell you what the fuck is on my mind, and that's it. What you gonna do about it?
Exactly.
And that's Mike Tyson. So you're not gonna do nothing about it.
Exactly.
So with that, and this kid Jake Paul, I mean, I understand he want to make a name for himself. He want to.
He wants to make a. He wants to do a freak show. He wants to be like, yeah, I beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but I don't think he's gonna
nah.
understand. I don't think he understands.
If you beat Mike Tyson, you beat a old ass man. And only way you can beat him is if you can outlast him stamina wise because you're younger. And I don't even fucking know about that because Tyson is goddamn top.
Now, remember how they used to say old man hands are hard?
Bruh.
Old man hands are fucking hard, like stone. And this guy is a boxing old man.
Yes.
Who still has stamina, who still has speed.
Right.
And power. So if he gets you in the corner, homie, you done. So I'm looking for Tyson to hurt the boy. The boy, he's gonna look hurt. He's gonna look beat. He's gonna look hurt. Unless
I mean,
Mike has mercy on him.
I hope he don't take no mercy. I hope Mike just takes his fucking head off, to be honest. But Lil Wayne chimed in too. Lil Wayne said
okay.
Yeah, Wheezy said he said, if it's a real fight, I have Mike Tyson, and I believe it's a disrespectful question.
Facts.
He said, I don't care if he was 85. You saw the clips. If one of them workout punches hit anybody, you done.
Yeah, I was hurt when I seen the punches. When I seen him do those combos with his trainer, I was like, whoa, no, oh hell no. I don't even know how what you call it got in the ring with him. Fucking what's his name? Not Shane. Was it? No, it was the other boxer. Roy Jones.
Roy Jones, yeah.
Like, yo, why the fuck you getting in the ring with Mike Tyson? What the fuck's your problem? Like,
yeah, that was the exhibition.
Yeah, it was an exhibition, but still, it's like
Mike's last two fights he lost. It was 05 and 2005, 2004. He got beat. You know, he's not, it's not the Mike Tyson of the 80s here, but at the same time, it's still fucking Iron Mike. Now, Lil Wayne's, he said, speaking on, no, is this, Cameron. So Cameron, who is backing Jake Paul to pull off an upset.
Cam is bugged out.
Cam is bugging. He's speaking on It Is What It Is earlier this year. Cam said, Mike is my man, but this is my prediction for the fight. If Mike don't get him out in 5 rounds, then I believe Jake Paul is going to win the fight. The co-host Mason Betha Mace said, Killer, I hope you don't see Mike. Mike gonna want to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
In a twist of fate, the Dipset rapper does run into Mike Tyson at the airport shortly after. Mace delivered a funny monologue about the incident on their show. He said Cam is on his way here. He's probably not going to make this show. He said he was calling me while he was getting on his flight and has some sad news. He said Mike Tyson, the guy he was running his mouth about, was standing right behind him when he saw him on FaceTime. Like right behind him and seeing him on FaceTime. And Cam was doing an impression of Mike.
Oh no.
And I think Mike was whispering to him, Cam, I need to talk to you. And then Cam said he's gonna call me back, but he never called him back. So for everybody watching this, pray for Cam right now. I'm praying for Cam. You pray for Cam that Mike did not take his comments seriously. And this is what happens when you run your mouth. How ironic was it that Mike was right there standing behind him? Yeah. Funny shit. But
Yeah.
the fight, yeah, Mike Tyson's 58, Jake Paul's 27. It's July 20th. It's in Texas. It's a 2 8-minute rounds. No, it's 8 2-minute rounds. Sorry. 8 2-minute rounds. And it'll be Mike's first professional contest since his 2005 loss to Kevin McBride. And he did compete in that exhibition with Roy Jones in 2020, but he hasn't done much. And there's a lot of I was really surprised. EGC, salute. I was really surprised to see that
Mm.
I was just reading the chat over here. That's right, Norrad. And yes, Mighty Rex, absolutely. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all these. Shit's funny. Some of it is funny. Comments. Mike's been smoking too much weed. This guy said, this guy thinks, Mike's, got, this guy said many of us have what Jake Paul. Oh, this guy said Mike's been smoking too much weed. And this guy said many of us have. What is Jake Paul consuming on the side? And then this guy says, surely not any boxing moves. There's your sign, Bruce from Aiken, South Carolina. I think he's going to be thrown out into public. This guy said, I'm going all in on the 27-year-old versus the 57-year-old. Y'all are delusional. It's a big difference between hitting pads and fighting rounds. You say Jake can't take a Tyson punch. I say Tyson hasn't been able to take a punch in 20 years. Father Time is undefeated. Paul is a decent fighter, but he's younger, currently stronger, yes, currently more durable, currently better conditioned athlete than the 57-year-old Mike Tyson. I'm making some money on that fight versus all these delusional people.
Okay.
Don't bet. This guy says, don't bet, my guy. You're going to lose your bread. Delusional? Lol. You must be a millennial. Like Lil Wayne said, he said, if it's a real fight, you will soon be the one delusional. Iron Mike, baby. And this cat retorts, I'm 36 years old and I watched Mike in a pay-per-view with my dad 30 years ago. 30 years ago. People that actually believe Mike Tyson is going to win are casual idiots. Mike lost to Kevin McBride in his corner, throwing in the towel in 2005. 2005. Mike got knocked out by Daniel Williams in 2004. Mike hasn't had a chin or real stamina in 20 years. This isn't rocket science. Vegas has Mike as the underdog for a reason. Y'all are dumb.
All
This
right.
This guy said, Mike giving no respect to Don King anymore, wants it all to me. You guys did it. Now show your professionalism. I'm going to say Mike by the 9th, but made another better increase in the wonderful world of boxing. Now do it for the UFC. There's 8 rounds. Yeah, shit, I'm with Wheezy. Mike, who the hell is Lil Wayne and who cares what he's got to say? Anyways,
Wow.
these guys are, yeah, man, they're bugging.
This is wild and all on. Yo, check it out. Okay, they talking about Mike Tyson, right? He's 58, right?
Yeah.
You got another old guy who's ill with the hands, Bernard Hopkins. Like these dudes, you don't think these people don't understand. Yeah, Mike hasn't boxed professionally, but he still trains.
Right.
It don't leave these guys. These guys,
Right.
look at what you call it? He retired. Money Mayweather. He still fucking trains because that's their discipline.
Right.
You don't get rid of that. Even when Mike Tyson was locked up in prison, he was still working as if.
Right.
This stuff that's embedded in them. That's what actually keeps them flowing. That's how they stay. Without it, they'll crumble.
Right.
So they stay active. They stay. It may be not intense as one would think they would be working out. Like he's
like
working
for a
out
fight.
now.
Yeah.
So he's working out more intense now, but on his off time, he still works out. He
more than the average motherfucker. More than you or me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He may not run 10 miles. He'll run 5.
Right. Or 2.
Or 2. Yeah. He still runs. He still
runs.
Yeah.
I'm running 0.
You know what I'm saying? It's in them. All boxers. I don't care who they are. They
all
still
athletes.
train. athletes. Yeah,
All professional athletes will
yeah,
always train. It's even Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "I will work out till I cannot move."
yeah.
So it's a
It's in them.
little, as
It's,
long as you can.
if it's your life, it's their lifestyle. That's just like us waking up, going
Yeah.
to work and shit like that. That's their lifestyle. So they must stay on that type of
Well,
time.
yeah, and it would feel crazy to them to not be doing it, to sit there and just
That
sit there and not work out. They wouldn't even feel right.
yeah,
Like to you and me, that would be great. But I like this guy said. He said these kids today don't know what happens when you corner an old man that ever had grit. Older men don't have time to hurt and don't have time to play, and they won't even get near a fight they don't know they can win. I have seen some brutal ass whoopings delivered by some older men, some much older men than Mike. Y'all just pay close attention and try to learn something new. Maybe you can teach your kids so they don't grow up and lose bets. Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
EGC Divine, what up? He said, I sensed something really weird about this fight. I hope Mike didn't get paid to take a fall. I think Mike Tyson has integrity. I don't think he'll ever take a fall. If he
No.
happens to get beat by a guy, he'll admit it. He don't care.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
same what he did with what's his name when Buster Douglas beat him. He said he wasn't in his
He
right
wasn't
mind.
trained. Yeah.
It was just him. He fucked up. Mike Tyson
Yeah.
said to him, I
He
fucked
was
up.
partying the night before.
Yeah.
He
Mike
didn't
Tyson is
take it
accountable
seriously.
dude. He takes accountability for all his shit, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
So if he lose legitimately, he'll say, "Yeah, he beat me." The fuck,
Right.
you know what I'm
But
saying?
I feel what you're saying, EGC. There is
Yeah.
something off. I mean, there's something gonna happen because it's Jake Paul. Like this. Obviously, it's just a stunt for money. I don't really see it being a super real serious fight, but I think Jake Paul's gonna take it very seriously, and I hope that Mike Tyson takes it as seriously as Jake is taking it. I really do because
Mike is already taking it serious.
Jake's gonna try to hurt him, and Mike's going to hurt Jake.
Mike is gonna because Mike, like he said, I'm a different person in that fucking ring. All this smiling and giggling with me and all this shit. Once you're in the ring, I'm there to kill you. And
Whole
he
different,
means
whole
that shit.
different shit. Yeah, whole
He
different.
means that shit. He's in that ring to kill you.
Yeah, dog. And yeah, and after the fight, we cool.
Yeah, yeah. If you survive,
If you live,
yeah. If you live, he happy to kill you or so.
if he dies, he dies. Yeah.
Word. For real. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely watching that fight. I gotta watch it. It's Mike Tyson, man. That's
You gotta
my guy,
watch
man. Forever.
Oh, yeah.
You know? For real.
This guy said, I've never seen Mike train so hard. I'm 47 years old. Baby's talking on here. Mike's been cross training, getting his power back. If he moves into his punches with his weight, y'all draws will be dropping. We've seen his work, man. Mike is scary, man. He's a scary when you see him hit them bags, bro.
Now with Mike Tyson, I'm gonna tell y'all the strategy, how I see it, and how I've seen him fight over the years. When he was younger, Kid Dynamite, he was a headhunter. He was a headhunter.
Mm-hmm.
He would try to go for that knockout at the head. But as he got older, he realized, I'm going for the body. You chop the body, the head will fall.
Yeah.
He's gonna rip that boy's body apart.
Dog. That's all I hope. I don't care nothing. I just hope Mike just really hurts this guy. I really do. Because I think he's a douchebag. I think Jake Paul is the biggest fucking douchebag. I think he's a jerk off. I do. I don't think he's a good guy. And I think going in, just your whole motive behind this fight. You want to beat up on a guy because you think he's old enough that you can maybe beat him, and then you could go on your life and say, "I beat Mike Tyson."
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason you're doing it. I think that's shady as fuck. It's greasy, it's shady, it's weak, it's corny. You a clown.
But
nah.
it's all that. But at the same time, we can't discount. A lot of people are saying it's a big payday for both of them, more so. And you're looking at the numbers.
I hope Mike makes a ton of money.
Oh yeah, he's gonna make a ton of money.
Of
so
course.
it's like it's a big payday, which is comes with those fights. But I think the Paul dude, I think he's not understanding the dynamics of a real serious boxer. I mean, a real
He
straight
doesn't.
murder you in the ring type of dude. Like
He's beat a couple of clowns that aren't even fighters, and he
yeah,
thinks that he's this dope boxer now, and that's the fucked up part. He's gonna
yeah,
get in the ring with Mike Tyson.
yeah. See that right
Well,
there,
try Roy Jones first. Try anybody else. Shit.
shit. If he even try, yo, I would love to see him fight Bernard Hopkins, my
Hell yeah.
homie from Philly, yo. He'll fuck you up. You think Mike Tyson is the king of destroying a motherfucker? Bernard Hopkins is part two,
Yeah.
hands down.
Yeah.
That's my
Nah.
guy to the
Yes.
core too. And
Yes.
like either or, Jake Paul is doomed.
Doomed, bro. And Mike, because listen, Mike, let me tell you why Mike is so dangerous. It's not that he's the illest boxer. He's not. He's not the greatest fucking bro. Holyfield outboxed the fuck out of him.
Exactly.
Outboxed him, and that's why he bit his ear. Well, he would say he bit his ear because he headbutted him. I know, and that headbutt shit did piss him off. But what's really pissing him off was dude was outboxing him, and Mike wasn't killing him. Mike wants to. He's a hitman. He wants to take you out quick. But that's his power. So that's what I'm getting to. Is Mike's power. Mike's what makes him dope, in my opinion. It's not his power or his boxing ability. It's his fucking accuracy, bro. He can put his fist on the button every time. He's so accurate, bro. His pinpoint. That's the whole thing, is he can put his fist where it needs to go to knock you out. Mm-hmm. That's the art. That's the science. It ain't about beating a man until he's so fucked up he gets knocked out. There's a button on a motherfucker. You ever seen? I mean, watch the UFC. There's a button on a motherfucker's face, and you press that button, they are out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That chin.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you push the chin back, and this is physiological. It's a turn-off mechanism. Two things can happen.
It rattles your brain and your fluid.
You can get punched to the left, and it's gonna turn your head so far and so fast that your neck, everything just goes off to save yourself from breaking your neck. And your chin, you push the jaw back, straight back in a certain, right at the right spot, bro. It knocks the motherfucker out.
I just hope. I mean, well, if Jake Paul was smart, I mean, they had to market the fight, so I guess he's playing the dickhead. Since everybody loves Mike Tyson, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody loves him now. You know what I'm saying? So I guess Jake Paul in his mind, I'm gonna be the dickhead. Y'all want me to be the dickhead? I am the dickhead. Fuck it. I'm gonna play it up just like old boy for the UFC. But the thing is, if he studied those fights with Mike Tyson and Holyfield, he may have an advantage of moving his youth and his speed. But he must know, if he loses stamina and he gets in the corner with Iron Mike, I think he needs to reevaluate his life choices after that. I think after that, once Tyson gets his hands on him and really do some damage, I think Paul need to just, I don't know, man. He probably needs to go on a reality show and stay there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I don't really
go find the Island Boys and chill with them dudes.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Island Boys.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That's who he need to be with after the fight, because he's gonna get pummeled.
Yeah, man.
And hopefully, I mean, all is all. We'll see. It's gonna be. I don't know if they're the same weight class. Because I think Jake Paul is a little bit lighter than Mike.
I don't know. I don't know their stats. I don't know their stats. It's just. It's funny. The thing is, it's like this. Jake Paul can't win in this fight. If you lose, you got beat by an old man. If you win, you beat up an old man. You can't win in here, bro. It was a dumb idea, bro. Either way, he loses in my eyes.
I mean, for the most part, a lot of people say that, but then again, it's like it's a combative thing. It's a combat. I mean, when you're in that square and when you're in that ring, man, you decided to go in. So look at George Foreman. He was fighting up to his old age. He was still fighting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get beat. I mean, old or not. It's just you decided to get in that ring. Fuck it. That's what it is.
I mean,
And
yeah,
whoever wins, wins. Whoever loses, loses. I don't really take into account of the he got beat up by an old man, or he wins, he beat up an old man. He still had that fight, regardless. Just like out in the street.
but I'm saying if you
Yeah.
lose, you got beat up by a old Mike Tyson. If you win, you can't be like, I beat up Mike Tyson. You
Well,
didn't beat Mike Tyson. You would never even last a quarter of a second in prime Mike Tyson's ring. Now
yeah.
you might get to box with Mike Tyson, bro.
Mm.
If it was Mike Tyson in his prime, Jake Paul wouldn't last fucking
No, he wouldn't
minute
even made
minute
that
one.
fight. He wouldn't have never made that fight.
He
'Cause he
wouldn't
would
have never
lose
made the fight.
desperation.
He would
He
have never made the fight.
he
That's
would
my
never
point.
book that fight. He would have been like, nah, I ain't fucking with that
Exactly.
guy. That guy over there, he fucking decimating people in under
Haunted,
a minute.
Mm-hmm.
That Spinks fight was a joke to
In
me.
seconds,
As
bro.
soon as I sat down,
It was over.
fight's over. I'm
I was
like,
like,
what,
what
bro?
happened? Did I miss him? Yeah.
I'm like, I
Ridiculous.
looked at my pops and like, and then when he fought the Frenchman, that was crazy. I was like, the damn preview for the fight was longer than the fight.
Right.
The Holyfield, same thing, preview longer than the fight. It was just like,
Yeah, Mike was, like I said, man, he was an artist at accurately hitting that button quick, ending the joint quick.
yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, for Jake Paul, he can't come out of this with any respect in my eyes. If he beats Mike Tyson, I have no respect for you. If Mike Tyson beats you, I'm just like, yep. you're a chump. But
and he gotta understand, old men got one great fight in them left. Always, they always got that mentality. I'm gonna show you,
mhm.
And I think this is the show me Mike Tyson. He gonna show you. All right, everybody talking this shit. Okay. I'm going in there. I'm gonna murder this kid, and that's
Yeah,
it. Then
that's what
I'll officially retire.
because honestly, man, if it's a real fight, like
Mm-hmm.
first of all, if it was a street fight,
Oh,
Mike Tyson would murder him, no question. The
shit.
only reason that he might have some sort of chance is because in a boxing match, stamina is involved because these big thick gloves, the fight can last really long, and there's rounds and motherfuckers get to sit down and get water and shit, so they last. So you gotta have stamina like
Yeah.
a long time. So that's Mike's biggest challenge is gonna be stamina. So if Jake can last, he has a chance.
Mhm.
If Mike wants to go the whole nine. If Jake, but there's no even if Jake goes goes the distance and it's a draw, he still fucking loses in my eyes. He cannot win. He cannot win in my eyes in this situation.
It'd be funny if that bell rings and Michael poof, poof, motherfucking
Bruh.
Jake Paul. Woo! No, I'll be like,
And be like, see,
he'd
yep,
be looking like Glass Joe on the ground. No.
word,
Yeah, I'm about to make some Jake Paul t-shirts. Looking
hell
like Glass Joe,
my Glass Joe.
straight up.
Put his head on the Glass Joe body, just
Yeah, right. Yo,
yeah, man.
but
But
it's
yeah,
still be
man.
entertaining nonetheless, bro.
Yeah, it is what it is.
There's no undercards for those fights either, because I know this is an
Um,
actual professional fight. Is this
that's what I don't know.
I gotta look. If it's an actual professional fight, then and it's going on the record, then they gotta have an undercard.
Well, no one seems to fucking know. Everyone is saying if it's real, is it going to be real? And no one seems to know if they're seriously going to fight or if it's just some sort of a show, some exhibition. They're not saying, I guess. So no one knows. That's the weird thing. And that's why I think EGC had a point. There is something weird about it because no one's saying if they're going to really all out just try to kill each other, or is this an exhibition like the Roy Jones thing? Is it a real fight? Because I've heard both. One rumor was that they're actually getting, like it's a real fight on their record, and the other, and then
Hmm.
if it's just a Roy Jones, if it's just a exhibition thing, then it doesn't go on their boxing record.
Yeah, yeah,
So, and then it's not as serious.
yeah. Then there wouldn't be no real undercard for that.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's no big event.
Hmm.
But yeah. But yeah, y'all, man, that's our show for the night, man. We got to wrap it up. It's almost that time. It's almost time to go. But yeah, if what y'all think about Mike Tyson, man, and Jake Paul, man, let us know in the comment section. Hit that like button and all of that good stuff, man. We'll see you guys Saturday,
Yeah, yeah.
every Saturday and Wednesday now. Shooting for 6:30. It might be 7, but hey, you'll see the notification, because you got to hit that notification bell, and then you got to hit the joint where it where it notifies you. So click the bell and then click the notification too, the all or whatever it says, man. So that you get the notifications when we're live.
And you could also check on Instagram because Reno will be posting up there under the six element of hip hop. Check him out on the Instagram. We be dropping some different things on there, and
Absolutely.
See you.
Yes, sir.
Word.
All right, y'all, man. We'll see you Saturday. Peace.
Peace.